Good morning, everybody. It is the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober, the creator, the inventor, the designer, the architect of the very first platform in history for dark skin, for the eradication of colorism. I did it before anybody even thought to talk about it on social media. I've been the dark skin activist, and I'm back again this morning to spit the dark skin activist facts, the dark skin activist heat. That's what I'm here to do. Let me do a quick mic check here. Make sure you guys hear me, because sometimes I'll go live and I'll be talking and I'll realize that people have not heard one word that I have said. Good morning, y'all. And I want to apologize. My voice is very hoarse because I've been doing a lot of talking. And I know y'all like, why is you up this early in the morning? Great. Thank you, maybe. I actually got up. Good morning to everybody that's rocking with me this morning. I appreciate y'all. I got up early this morning. I got up at 6 o'clock. I'm actually rehearsing. That's why I get up so early in the morning. And sometimes I find that I'm like real fresh in the morning, brain wise, and I'll get up super early and I will rehearse. So I had a phenomenal rehearsal this morning. Yeah, my voice is hoarse. I got the green tea sitting right here by me, sipping on it. And when I'm up in the morning, I'm also on social media promoting the play. I got my play coming out. Well, it's not coming out, actually. It's on a continuous, ongoing tour. I'm always doing my play, A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. I wrote it back in 2006 before anybody started talking about dark skin. Y'all know you ain't been talking about dark skin until you heard Rashida Strober do it. And I created this tour in 2006. Started dark skin activism in 1998, but the tour was created in 2006, and it's just my plays about dark skin and my darkism talks that I've been doing before anybody thought to utter a word about dark skin. And I'm promoting. I just got the new flyer up. This is the flyer, guys. It's a lot of work. I'm a self-producing artist here. I do a lot of the work myself simply because of budgetary constraints. So I have to be the person that does everything. I do the marketing. And I'm not a marketer. I do it because it's a necessity, is the mother of invention. I don't do it because I necessarily like it. I do it because it has to be done, and I don't have a budget to pay people, which I would like to do, but I'm like the project manager over handling everything. So this morning I got with my graphics person and they finished the flyer for A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge, the one that's the most recent performance of A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge, because remember, I'm always on an ongoing tour, and I've been on an ongoing tour since 2006 with this play. Started dark skin activism, the first platform to eradicate colorism and darkism, in 1998. But I created this tour in 2006. So it's always changing, as to be expected. So here's the flyer right here. And it's finished. I'm going to start printing out some copies of it, get that done. And we just working. I got, a few people that I'm working with, but it's primarily me doing all this work. It's a lot of work. It ain't for the faint of heart. That's why it pisses me off when people plagiarizes my work. They copy me. They don't acknowledge that I created the platform. You didn't do all this work. You ain't been doing what I've been doing since 1998, building up the platform, writing the books, writing the plays. Not only did I write the play, I actually perform all the characters in the play. That's work. It takes talent, dedication, and skill. And just for people to come online and just because they see somebody doing something and they got a bigger platform and take from me and steal from me, I got a problem with that. And I'm at odds with these dark-skinned women and these Black women. People trigger me this morning. This person, I ain't gonna say your name, but we were talking about the play, A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge, and what I'm doing. And I said to this person, I said, listen, the thing that I realized is that now that I made dark skin activism pop, I took all the hits for it, the death threats, all of that, the mocking, and all these dark skinned women benefiting off of what I'm doing. That's a fact. Y'all can deny it, but it's the truth. They're all in the years after me. They came. They didn't come before me. Just look at the dates. You know, a lot of my stuff is date driven online. 2011, 2013. You go to my Wikipedia, for example. Let's go to my, if you type in Rashida Strober, just Rashida Strober, you know, my Wikipedia pops up right there. And I have articles dating back to 2011. 2011. I've been doing this for so long. It's even stuff that's before that. And all these people popping up after me, you benefiting off my work because you didn't start it. And people expect me to embrace these people when they don't embrace me. When they see what I'm doing and they take, they don't never embrace what I'm doing by offering their platforms. You know, they see it and take it back to their platforms that had nothing to do with colorism or dark skin. They just want to steal. So why should I be embracing people that do that to me? Would you embrace somebody that's stealing and robbing you? Would you embrace a robber? Would you embrace a robber? People don't never want to see things from my point of view. Some people do. Some people are intelligent, righteous, honest, and ethical, and they understand. Shout out to them people. I ain't talking to y'all. But I have been a victim of theft and robbery by my own people. But y'all asking me to embrace these chicks. I'm not embracing them. They're not embracing me. Why do I need to embrace people that's eating off of my work? It doesn't make sense. Real quick, June 26th, as you guys can see on my website, darkskinactivist.com, I'm going to be performing my play, the original play about dark skin, before and one of these chicks ever talked about dark skin or colorism. I've been doing this for years. You're not the dark skin activist. You didn't create the lane. I did. You can go to my website, darkskinactivist.com, and as you can see, the tickets are on sale. Now, I have two versions of the ticket. You can get the pay-per-view, watch from home, live stream performance. Click that buy now button, and it's going to take you directly to the live stream ticketing page. If you are in Atlanta, you can come on out to the venue. So you're going to click the buy now button when you scroll down to get the in-person Atlanta tickets. I'm going to be at the White Label, located at 349 Decatur Street Southeast, Unit M. And I'm going to start both the live stream and the performance in Atlanta at 7:30 p.m. sharp. I start on time. I remember I was doing shows. That's how long I've been doing it. I like telling stories because it shows I've been doing this for real for the longest. And people stole from me. You don't have these stories unless you go and listen to me and sit down and start contriving shit. But I actually got footage of this to prove it. I remember I used to do shows, one show namely in 2010. 2010. You ain't been talking about dark skin. None of you was talking about dark skin. In 2010, I got the footage from the Royal Theater. There was a beautiful light-skinned friend of mine that actually put up the money. I ain't gonna say your name, but if you ever watching me, you know who you are. You a boss. You a Capricorn boss. That's how we do it. We boss up and we'll never stop. She's my fellow Capricorn sister. She's light-skinned, and she helped me. She's helped me to fund a lot of my shows. She has. I appreciate you a lot. She came to the show, and I love her because she's always believed in my talent and she loves my work. And she's an honest critic. And one day she came and she said, in her classic, tell you like it is, straight up Capricorn style, she said, Rashida, you got to start on time. This was in 2010 when I did my show at the Royal Theater. And she came over. She drove about 3 hours from where she lives. And she came over and she told me, she said, Rashida, you got to start on time. She was like, I got places to go. I want to support your play. You know, I love you, but girl, you got to start on time. And I never forgot what she said. I never forgot what she said. So I'm going to start on time. I'm starting on time. Okay. So I start at 7:30. So you guys, please understand that. Now start at 7:30. I'm going to start on time. So make sure you popping up on time. Okay. Also, you can get my book for free. If you scroll on down, Darkism is free. Scroll down. And as you can see, you can get Darkism for free. by simply filling in the information, and whoop, there it is. Okay. So make sure you guys support by purchasing a ticket for the live stream. And if you're in Atlanta, get the Atlanta ticket. Come on out. Let's do this. It's already popping. I've been popping. Okay. So yeah. So anyway, back to the conversation that spurred this live this morning. It's a contradiction. Folks expect for me to be all Google Gaga and all kumbaya with people that's stealing my work, when I have been doing this work for real since 1998, and none of these dark-skinned people just now in 2020, you want to tell me about Lupita Nyong'o. I don't care. And I tell you, I don't care. I'm not impressed with her and what she's doing, because I know that you are riding my wave. These stars, these celebrities, they're watching people on YouTube. Y'all can not believe that, but it's stupid not to believe that when anybody can watch anything on social media from the comfort of their own home or their phones. Anybody can do that. Okay. Lupita Nyong'o never started talking about dark skin and colorism until recently. I've been doing this since 1998. I don't care about her one book. I wrote the most books on dark skin than anybody. Recognize my work. I can't respect that. I can't respect somebody that comes along, you were this famous actress, and you never used dark skin or colorism when you first came out. Check her work. She didn't. And now all of a sudden, because it's popping on social media, because I made it pop, I'm the reason that it's popping, you jump on the bandwagon and you write a book and shit on the work of people that came before you. I remember Katt Williams talking about this, not this particular subject, but it was related, where he talked about Tiffany Haddish. Y'all remember that? Let me just pull up Tiffany Haddish. Y'all remember when Tiffany Haddish and Katt Williams, they had a little beef, and he came on the radio station in Atlanta. Here, go right here. Y'all remember that? I'm making a point here. Okay. And he spoke about all the black female comedians that went and grinded on the circuit, and they did what they had to do, and they paid their dues. And she's jumped ahead of all of them. Now, in my situation, these women didn't create anything. Now, comedy is something that anybody could do that's talented enough. Okay, it's not necessarily something that somebody created. That's not what I'm saying. But I get the concept where a person is getting credit while there's people that have been toiling for years who are not getting credit. So in my case, not only did I create the first platform, okay, but I actually put in the work. I didn't create the platform and leave it alone. No, I've been consistent. I've been consistent for years. Check my Wikipedia and you'll see them dates. March 22nd, 2011. September 27, 2013. These are articles or television or media people that have written about me, or I've done interviews with them. That is way before anybody talked about colorism or dark skin. I created the platform. And to sit back and people tell me about other people getting credit for my work, and it's only because these people have bigger platforms, they're stealing. Understand, they didn't create anything. What they have is a bigger platform. They were doing other things. They were talking about Black issues, or Lupita just trying to get a movie. You weren't talking about no dark skin Lupita Nyong'o. I'll tell her this to her face with no problem. You jumped on the bandwagon, because if you really cared about it, you would have came swinging when you first came in your career. So there is no need for me to embrace or respect these people when they are taking from the very platform that I created. And just because they have platforms that have zero to do with dark skin or colorism, but are now using it because I made it pop, I'm not going to embrace them like that. They have to respect the originator. They have to embrace me. They have to pay homage to me. That's how that has to go. It's not the other way around. So y'all got it twisted. And I'm never going to relent to that. I am never, ever going to change my position. And the reason I'm not going to change it is because I'm actually right. Just like People got mad at Katt, but Katt, when he talked about Tiffany Haddish jumping in front of all these other females in the comedy circuit and not being out there telling the jokes and paying the dues, getting out there on that stage and having to make people laugh and having to show your talent and write your material and get up there and perform, that's work. It takes a very talented, skilled person to do that. But sometimes there's talented people that don't have the marketing push behind them. And so other people jump ahead that do, because maybe they got a connection somewhere. And this what happened with Tiffany Haddish. I'm not a Tiffany Haddish fan. I'll tell y'all that straight up. I'm happy that she's successful and she's gotten her money. I'm glad about that from a Black female perspective. But I agree with Katt Williams. The other Black comics, female comics that have paid their dues, they should have been in line first. That's just how I feel. I'm not going to change. But in this world, righteousness and fairness is not what it is. People take, steal, manipulate, lie, cheat. You could be a person that doesn't have a lot of talent. You didn't create something, but you might have, like I said, connections. That's what's going on with people that are taking from me, taking from my platform. They have connections or they know how to market. They don't have the original ideas that I have. You're not me. You will never be Rashida Strober. You can never say, that's the thing about all this, that I know they wish that they had the legitimacy that I have, the foundation of actually, I'm the only one that can say I built the first platform and I've been doing it since 1998. Everybody else started talking about dark skin and colorism during the social media era, which I introduced. Nobody can say that they started talking about this offline, except for me and a woman named, y'all know who I'm finna say, because I'm gonna always give her credit. And they jumped on Cola Booth bandwagon right now because I started talking about her. Some of them jump on her bandwagon, but it's insincere because you're actually copying that from me. Cola Booth, and I'm the one that sanctioned it and told y'all that Cola Booth was the mother of the dark skin movement. I said that. Nobody else said that. Y'all getting that from me. But they watch my videos, these big YouTubers, these people that are speaking about dark skin that are not even YouTubers, and they steal content and ideas. This is what they do. Cola Booth is the only other person that I'll ever give credit to. I do not care about anybody else that talks about colorism or dark skin. I don't care what you have to say, because I know it's not coming from a sincere, honest place. Because again, why didn't you have these platforms before there was social media? And don't say that, oh, well, people with the younger people need to be honest as well, because y'all didn't even have the idea to talk about your dark skin until you watch people on social media do it. And I started it. So with the younger people, let's be clear here. The argument has been presented. Y'all will say, well, they weren't born in 1998 or they were kids. Well, that's true. But they had to get the idea to talk about dark skin and colorism, their dark skin and colorism from somewhere. And it didn't come from their brain. Mine came from my life experience and my brain, because social media didn't exist in 1998 when I started the platform. Theirs came from watching it pop on social media. So the young people, y'all need to be honest too. I'm taking y'all to task. You didn't start it. You didn't. These are facts. Get mad all you want. I'm here to tell you the truth. And I'm documenting everything that has happened to me as the originator of this lane. In fact, I got my book. It's in manuscript form. That's coming out real soon. I got a lot of windows open here because I'm writing. I'm in the process of writing. But I got a lot of books that I'm writing. One is called Inventing Dark Skin Activism, the Rashida Strober story. And it's right here on my computer. The manuscript is. Here it is right here. And I ain't done yet. I'm just adding to it. And because this is the definitive. I'm telling the story in book written form. So when I drop dead, people gonna know what they did to me, how it was exploited and used by my own people. I'm telling this story in this book. I invented this lane and they all stole. They mocked me and then they copied me. And I'm not gonna let up. Who said that in the comments? Where you at? Where you at? Thank you, Tanya Zion. I ain't letting up on them. They want me to let up, but I will not, because I make these videos and I write my books because I'm documenting. I'm documenting every damn thing that has happened to me. And when I started this book, there was no chapter about how my own people ripped me off and stole from me, and how celebrities taken from my brand, reality TV folks and dark-skinned movie stars taking from my brand. There wasn't no chapter on that, but now it is. So this is the manuscript right here. And as you can see, I got over 250 pages here. It's very long. Okay. I'm documenting everything that has happened to me. I got pictures in the book of my work, of the things I've done. You know, I'm writing the manuscript, me at my plays, all that, all the work that shout out to the brother. This is a fan that's been following me for years. I finally met him in 2017 at the DC Black Theater Festival. I'm documenting everything. Another one of my fans. Okay. I'm documenting it all. None of y'all can't say this. You didn't start this. I actually put Cola Booth, a picture that she put of me in her book, recognizing me as the dark-skinned activist. This is a picture of me that comes from Cola Booth's book that I put in my book, because I'm telling the history of it all. Cola Booth, there's going to be a chapter on Cola Booth as well. Probably a chapter on Alice Walker. I'm documenting it. So all you liars, all you females, I don't care about how big your platforms is. All that shit gonna come tumbling down, and people are going to get wind of what really happened. And that's why I'm laying it out. I'm laying it out in the form of a book. It's coming. It's coming. So I cannot embrace anybody until they tell the truth, until they stop stealing from me and telling the truth and pay me. I want compensation. That's another thing. I want financial compensation, because you're building brands off of my brand. It's really my brand. They've been able to build channels off of my brand. It belongs to me. And I got a problem with that. So no, I cannot embrace anybody that's robbed, ripped off, and stolen from me. Would you embrace a person like that? You wouldn't. So there you have it. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my play, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge, the definitive original play about dark skin, will be going down on June 26th. You can watch it through pay-per-view live stream from the comfort of your own home, or you can come out in person. Get your tickets at darkskinactivist.com, and I'm dropping the link in the chat here. Also, I want to encourage everybody to go ahead and make a contribution to my one of my financial platforms, because I'm still in fundraising mode. I need to raise money to market. Money goes towards marketing, and I need money for marketing right now. The venue, I have to pay my cameraman, I have to pay for the technical setups, live streaming, the travel. So please go and make a donation now, today. Make a donation and help me to produce this show. It's all a part of the production costs. You can also go to my Cash App, and I'm putting my Cash App in the link to in the chat box. My Cash App is $Rashidalala. Once again, that's $Rashidalala. And I'm going to be doing a bigger push to raise funds, because I'm getting closer and closer to the date. And so I have expenses associated with the production that need to get taken care of. It's mainly, like I said, the marketing, of course, like I said, the travel, but the marketing is a big expense, because I have to pay for that. I have to pay for the flyers, creating flyers, the distribution of the flyers, and just marketing in general. I have to contact different organizations and pay for their marketing. This is not free. It's a lot. That's one of the reasons why the platform hasn't reached where it needs to reach. Is because of marketing. You got to have money. That's why these people are able to take from me, because they have access to money, or people with money that could build them up. So that is the reason I'm constantly raising funds, because I have to have money to push this thing, the marketing, to push this thing. So make sure y'all go to one of my financial platforms and make a donation. And I want to thank everybody for the donations that you already have made. I want to thank all of y'all. Y'all know who y'all is. And I do appreciate y'all. Eat, Thrive, Live said, I admire you and Cola for speaking out about darkism back in the day. I knew something wasn't right, but I didn't have the nerve to say anything. Thank you. And even with that, I need for people to understand that word darkism, I created that word darkism. Cola Booth, actually, she was speaking about colorism. With all due respect, the word darkism wasn't invented before me. I'm the person that actually created darkism. That's very important for people to understand. I have a book entitled Darkism. I wrote the book Darkism. There it is right there. I'm giving it away for free. So it's very important for people to understand that I created the term darkism. And if you ever take my Understanding Darkism course, which I teach, and I'm getting ready to link up with a brother out in Africa that wants to teach the course. So I'm going to be licensing out the course to him to teach. Within the course, I teach about Alice Walker and colorism. So Alice Walker coined the term colorism, and I coined the term darkism. That's very important. Y'all got to understand. We got to get the historical facts correct. When I'm dead and gone, I need people. I want my credit now, but definitely I don't want other people taking credit for what I created. You didn't. That's not right. It's not morally or ethically right to give other people credit for what somebody else created through their hard work. Darkism is copywritten material with the United States Copyright Office. That's a word that I coined. Nobody else could take credit for that. If they are, then they're not being honest. Show me, prove it. So these things are very important, and y'all going to see the importance of this as I go along. And I'll tell you one thing y'all better know, I'm never going to stop. I am never going to quit. I'm never going to stop. So once again, before I go, I thank y'all for watching. And again, I would like to encourage everybody that's in the sound of my voice to please go and make a contribution. We're getting down to the wire. I need to raise more money to help me with the production costs. So you can go to my Cash App, which is $Rashida Once again, that's $Rashida, or you can go to my GoFundMe. I would love to get this GoFundMe to $10,000. I would love to get it to, that would help push this production so much, because I could do so much more in terms of its reach. So you, again, go to my Cash App, whichever you prefer, or go to my GoFundMe and make a contribution today. Share the information with other people, and I'll see you guys at the show. And I want to thank everybody for watching. World's first and only dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober. I'll talk to you guys again soon.